Well, good day. Welcome from the National Weather Service in Missoula, Montana. This webinar is going to focus on February climate and also an update on our seasonal climate update during this strong El Nino winter. Once again, El Nino winter is defined as the season of November through March, with the heart of El Nino impacts generally occurring December through February. First of all, I want to look at our drought monitor as of February 23rd. In northwest Montana and along the Continental Divide, you can see that they're still in severe drought conditions, with the rest of the northern Rockies in moderate drought conditions. This is somewhat of an improvement, about down one category. However, we're still in drought conditions. Precipitation departure for December through February up here in the top left. Forecasts all winter long for the season for December through February. We're calling for below normal precipitation across much of the northern Rockies, and that really hasn't panned out, as we've been right around near normal to above normal precipitation in northwest Montana. Temperatures, however, have acted like a typical temperature profile for an El Nino year, with much above normal conditions temperatures in the Dakotas and eastern Montana, and above normal temperatures also in the northern Rockies. We've had only one or two strong Arctic intrusions into the northern Rockies this year, and they both happened in mid-December. So the average snowpack across the northern Rockies through March 1st is generally right around 90 to 95% across most basins, with the exception of parts of central Idaho and east central Idaho, where they're right around normal to above normal for snowpack or snow water equivalent. Generally, during El Nino years, these snow water equivalent or snowpacks are right around either 80 to 90% of normal. So the mountains aren't doing so bad. So let's dive into a little bit more specifics. We'll look at Missoula, Montana first. For the month of February, up in the top left, you can see we've, and these are for all El Nino years on the bottom, 1957, 58, all the way through 2009 and 10. In February, we were 75% of normal. And the majority of, as we go into December through February, precipitation, we were 103% of normal. For snowfall, not precipitation, which is a little bit above normal, given that most of our El Nino years have recorded below normal snowfall. Most snow, again, fell between December and mid-January, and Missoula has not recorded any snowfall since February 4th, which is the third longest streak in 70 years without recording snow. Okay, percent of precipitation for all moderate to strong El Ninos in the month of February. You see 2015-16 had 69% of normal. It's been kind of a mixed bag. It's either been wet or it's been dry. This year we're on the dry side. For the months December through February, you see we're right around normal, about 95% of normal, which is kind of par for the course for if you take the average of all our El Nino years. We're right around normal. Temperature departure. Average temperature departure for the month of February was our second warmest on record, or at least in the last 70 years since 1948. Just behind the year of 1992, which was 6.4 degrees above normal. So quite warm. Now for the months December through February, a seasonal outlook for these 3 months is a pretty consistent temperature anomaly for moderate to strong El Ninos. You can see in the graph in the bottom right, we're 1.7 degrees above normal. The only outlier was 72-73, where December 72 is our record coldest December. So as we go into other parts of the northern Rockies, we'll look at the top left in Orofino. They were about 110% of normal, so they had above normal precipitation in the months December through February. Again, the season December through February in Butte in the lower left recorded right around 81% of normal. And it was wetter than normal, as we saw in a previous graph up in northwest Montana, and as seen in Kalispell at 123% of normal. So in the months December through February for average seasonal snowfall, we've shown this already in Missoula in the top left, 103% of normal. And just by eyeballing the graph real quick, normally we are below normal for snowfall in Kalispell and Missoula. Kalispell down here in the lower right, 107% of normal. Again, most of the snow fell between December and mid-January, so this dry slot really brought down the numbers. And it's looking like we're not expecting much snow, if any, over the next 2 weeks. And that should drive down the numbers even more, probably to below normal for the season. Okay, let's look at some average seasonal snowfall amounts for some of our higher elevations, or at least our mid-elevations. West Glacier has only received 77% of normal snowfall this season, which has been consistent for all other El Nino years. Same thing goes for Pierce, Idaho for December through February, only about 77% of normal, consistent with other years as well. A lot of this is probably due to the fact, number one, that it was somewhat dry in February, but also for the 3-month period, average temperatures were a little bit above normal, which drove those snow levels up. So even though our snow basins are doing okay because of some higher elevation snow, probably some of our lower elevations and maybe even mid slopes haven't received quite as much in the form of snow, but liquid, yes.